To be sad and poor, boy. Sexual things. Is it sexual things? Oh, this is Monday morning, not that. Oh, no. Success. Work hard.
Motivation. Yeah. Good morning. It's a special morning. You always say it's a special morning.
It's a special morning, but this one's
Correct.
specialer.
Absolutely.
It's specialer.
This is the beginning of season 2.
Don't know.
That's right. And we always say this, we have a real good guest. And all the guests was good
Yeah.
for season 1.
Yeah.
But we really have a real good guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This man, right? I don't call him a young man. This man is a big man.
Yeah, so man. We'll see.
Let's go into that, right?
Yeah.
I respect him and I have seen his journey, not the whole thing, but part of his journey. And I'm extremely proud to know him as a brother in the industry that I'm in, social media, comedy, etc. And his talent is endless. And it's a privilege to have him on the Monday morning podcast to be able to open season 2. And it's none other than, I would say, the hottest thing on social media right now.
I agree.
All my TikTok saves is this man face boy, right? All my TikTok saves that people shared, hey, Keevan, watch this one. And it's really a privilege to have Mr. Javel Limo, Junior Lee, on the podcast.
Thank you. I wouldn't say it's the hottest, by the way. It's Caroline Sampson, definitely. But it's good to be mentioned.
Yeah.
When they come, we'll tell them.
Let's keep lying to everybody.
Yeah, we just got some.
We're not lying.
Sampson is the hottest, we mean.
He has been doing his thing, but I line to you, on the timeline right now is your face.
Yeah. What I love too is even your paid ads, bro.
When I say paid,
Paid content, your partnership, brand partnership.
people get paid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't stop playing this sport.
Alright.
I know because if I'm rude, I have to do it.
All right, Mother Teresa.
Yeah,
All right.
but I don't holding nothing these days. You cannot do that anymore. You can't.
I don't even know. This is like a girl.
I keep watching it and I'm like, I want to watch it. Like I don't skip ads when you're in it. And I always say, you ooze funniness, bro. You are funny. You're funny. And that's something I do think, big up Sanson, big up Kyle, incredible writers, incredible character actors. But that's something you have above them.
Yep.
You ooze funniness, bro.
Correct.
Cool.
Freaking mischievous, man. Yeah.
Hands down. No, Javel, tell us about your journey.
Appreciate it.
Oh, all right. That's a Maruga Bonde. Right? So, let's get into Javel, right? So Javel, give us a little insight into your journey. Like, we know that you have a long library of things that you would have gone through and done to get to this point. Tell us about that journey a little bit.
As I always say all the time, I grew up in St. Mary's Village, Marunga, right over the road from the government school, right on the main road there. And I was always interested in entertainment. If you go talk to my primary school teachers, so just the other day I went back to Fifth Company Baptist, and I was like, a teacher said she remember, I think it was either Errol Fabian or Maximus Dan came in the school, and I ran out of the class, and I was like, I go in and do what you doing one day, sir. Yeah, and she remembered that. She was like, boy, I surprised you actually push you. So I was always interested in entertainment. I never thought I'd have been here today because I'm a regret. So I don't know anybody who was doing entertainment or anything. Like we grew up in the same area, so like, and anybody doing entertainment or anything like that. So that was just a dream. Moved to California with my mom. Yeah, we was in Hollywood like a room.
I'm not clarify the California. Yeah. He literally moving on up. Yeah.
Right, California and Cuba there. So moved there with my mom and started to go to school in Chagonas at Aja Boys College. But in primary school, I was shout Miss Goon. Because in standard 2, she entered us into poetry competitions. She brought like entertainers to come and talk to us in Maruga and things. So like she opened up my mind to like be like, hey, it's have a possibility outside of this. Whatever I know to be a job in Muruga right now, it have something else. Like, so shouts to Miss Stacy Gould.
Yeah.
Miss
Like,
Stacy.
I remember we entered poetry competitions. We lost. Hey, but she carry us. She carry us. We try our best. I remember I had one standalone line in King Liar.
Yeah.
They say everything up to it, and everybody paused, waited, and I was like, Limo, your turn.
I checked out.
So if you tell her, he's gonna be an entertainer one day, and say, like, no, he not good.
The thing is, I was telling Keevan this the other day. As I say, we grew up close. I remember in my high school and in your high school, we were on a field trip somewhere, right? We didn't know each other this time. Only a few years later, I realized, wait, that is the same little boy.
We're the same age, but okay. Same little boy.
Damn.
I never said little boy. I said it's the same boy. No, I said little boy. It's the same little bitch. Fair enough. Well, Freudian slip. So, and it was a field trip, and we were in the mall or something, and you were freestyling extemporing, and people were around here. And I say, who's that person? Because usually that's happened to me. And how that person. And I just started realizing whenever we would cross paths again, this is before I think we knew each other, you people always gravitated towards you. And so, I mean, this is no shock to me. This is no shock to me because you are extremely magnetic.
Times when I actually want to be a soca artist.
You should.
I had just junior soca bowl. I got to go. It is semi-finals.
What?
And I forget your line.
No, I remember the line. It's a dumb song.
Yeah.
The judges and them sit and watch me like, this is not here on Duncan.
He was actually too young to soca.
Bro, my mother spent her last set of money. Buy me clothes. All kind of nice things. Hire a car to carry me to Port Slade. To go and sing the show.
Wow.
It shows to my mother.
Tell me about that, because I know single mom. I remember your first major show you brought her up. Talk to me about that moment for you guys.
Oh, so what we talking about? Like my relationship with my mom or the show?
Your relationship with your mom. Comprehension. Okay.
Yeah.
Relationship with your mom.
You
Yeah.
didn't agree.
Yeah.
Alright. So, but so at the as I said, I came from a single parent household. My mother has always been supportive of what I'm doing. In Form 5, I was in a musical, Jesus Christ Superstar. And CXC was going on at the same time the show was going on. I remember some of her friends calling her and saying, your son will fail all his subjects because he cannot manage doing this show thing and your school and whatever, boom, 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 boom. And my mother was like, nah, my son could do what he put his mind to do. Like, I know my son. So since then, I did pass. I feel mad though, but I did pass. Yes, the days. Like, she always has been supportive. When I came out of secondary school, Form 5, going into Form 6, she got a back pay. And my mother bought my first camera for me because I wanted to do photography. Started doing photography and the money and stuff like that. I think she took a small loan, and by that time Sony A6500 was the in camera. I wanted one of that camera. I started doing videos on. She took a loan and bought a camera for me to invest in my career. So my mother has always been the pillar behind my career. Like, at times my mother giving me her last to go to shows I wasn't even paying. Like, a lot of new comedians, stand-up comedians, because a growing industry now in Trinidad and Tobago. We have a little niche and we getting out there. But at that time, Keevan, you probably will notice we had to pay to go and perform in open mics. Yeah, and it was solely poetry. You had to go to the poetry shows, and a person now come talking about, yeah, well, when I was younger, somebody do me something really, really naughty. And then you coming on, well, I was walking on the road yesterday. Yeah, knives and guns. Somebody took my buns, and you just like that. The government is fighting me down, but they cannot slow me down. And then, everybody get in the crowd. You come in there and it's like,
and no one respects you. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So that's because because I started really young.
Yeah.
So when I come into the industry, Keevo was like my inspiration. I was like, yeah,
In his
Keevo is doing
30s.
this.
What's wrong with
What
you say?
Keevo
You're in
was
your
in his
30s.
30s. And real people didn't know how young I was because I was just moving around normal. I was like 16.
Yeah.
16 around there, going into 17 when I came to yeah. So when I met you guys, I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. Like, Keevan and them killing it. And Keevan never saw all the shows and things, but we still had to, in my mind, I was like, Keevan is going to hold my hand and carry me all over through that. I see Keevan for one show, I see my year later. And so you had to go find your way, you know, like Kwame and I used to room. Kwame, can I get a kiss? Because I'm a little child. Kwame in this red car. It was a police and I stopped that guy. I was like, yo, what's going on?
I remember there were shows that I was performing in and also and then you come up after and everybody like, what is this? They didn't have the appetite for it yet. It was hard to do stand-up.
You're going into spaces where they're doing spoken word. They're singing they're not singing soca.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
cover, some people cover.
It's
some-
emotional. Yeah.
I slit my wrist. And it's just like that. I had to go and tell jokes here. That.
Jack Warner impression, Bachelor impression. I remember that time.
You come in there trying to tell.
Lift that spirit. Yeah, it's hard.
I was like, yo, stand up, come here, it's not weekend.
Yeah. But let's cut to now. And as a fan of the art form, I mean, I have seen the growth and I've seen exactly what it took to get you guys from there to there. But as two are here, two are the best doing it. What is responsible from taking lack of respect, not really considering it as an art form, you having to pay to perform to what you all have now? What did it take?
Honestly, I would say it's consistency, you know. Consistency and bravery, boy, because as we know, stand-up comedy wasn't a thing before our time. It was more skit, right? So to be traditionally stand-up like America, it required bravery. So Rachel Price would have started with, her stand-up comedy, etc. And then we said, listen, Rachel Price has her generation.
Yeah.
What's going to happen for us? Because now this generation is yearning for, but they look at stand-up comedy abroad, but they're yearning for local people to do that.
Yeah.
And we were just brave enough to never stop. And I think consistency will always bring forth the fruit eventually. And I'm happy that we were able to find each other and build the tribe now.
Yeah.
I think the tribe was able to say, I like Junior Lee's stuff, I like Keevan's stuff, I like Kwame's stuff, and then everybody come.
Correct.
And then we see them.
And that's the cool thing about our industry too. Go ahead.
I think Rachel Price have the blueprint. Like, if you really study her, bro, she has the blueprint to be an individual comedian in the Caribbean. Like,
absolutely.
because she wasn't waiting on anybody to book her. It's like, yo, I am booking the shows. Right? Yeah, like. So I think for us to grow and the growth that we have now is because people became individually successful. Yeah. And then we came together. Yeah. So you know Keevan by myself. You know me by myself. So if you have a show with Keevan and you come, like,
That's right. We had our own tribes.
Because we're able to say, oh, I like Keevan because of this. I like Kevin because he's sharp. I like, and I think when you're able to talk about that, that's when you know you're starting to build an industry. And something I really like about you guys, I've been lucky enough literally to be in some writers' room with you all and literally witness greatness. We don't think of it like that now because we live in it. But we're not just giving you props. I'm not just giving you props because we all here. But we are going to look back at this just like we look back at Larry Joseph, just like we look back at all of these fellas, and really credit you all for shaping our industry.
Yeah, hope so.
It had to be it. I think to pay for my. We have to work by. This is our new home. We're here. Yellow couch, nice setup,
Crisp,
nice plant that we bought, right? Artificial plant because we don't water plants, right? But we're here in Signature Media, and they have been so gracious to be our sponsor for this season. So Signature Media, if you want to have your own podcast, do your own photo shoot, check them out.
Correct.
Information below, follow them. to get more information.
And thank you, Signature Media.
Thank you very much, Signature Media.
All right, so we can play a little game. We've been talking about comedians and thing. I am lucky enough to be sitting down with my two favorite comedians in Trinidad and Tobago. But I want to kind of find out who are the best in your comedic minds. GOAT top 5. Let's play it, and let me see what the audience think as well. So, what is your top 5 comedians of all time? Top 5 comedians of all time. Let me see.
Guess I'll let you go first.
All right.
I'll go first. All right, no problem. All right. Dave Chappelle, number 1.
Number 1 as in best.
Best ever
Okay, all right,
to do it.
Cool.
Number 2 will have to be Eddie Murphy, Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah. Number 4 will be, honestly, Dion Cole, you know.
Dion Cole.
Yeah, Dion Cole.
Interesting.
Dion Cole for me is
really
our
good.
boss.
Yeah, really good
And
comedic
number
actor.
5,
Yeah.
number
But
5,
top 5?
Cat Williams.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So, yeah.
If I was a political activist, this would be a nice moment. Number 1! So, number 1 for me would be Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Smart.
Richard Pryor. Then Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Bernie Mac.
Ooh. Bernie Mac is a shout.
Bunny boy, yeah, boy.
Yeah.
I want to put Kevin Hart there, but I also want to put Bill Burr there.
Okay. Yeah,
Bill
all
Burr
right.
is a
Yeah,
good
Bill-
shout.
Bill Burr's a
Burr's
nice
good
one.
shout.
Yeah.
I want to say your list definitely better than Keevan.
Yeah.
For me, and what we'll do is put this together and do the ultimate
Yeah.
list after. For me, it's Dave Chappelle. Just because his ability to master a very hard time right now, the ability to skip 20 years and come back and kill it. Dave Chappelle, number 1. I think, honestly, Jerry Seinfeld. I'm not gonna say he real funny, but the man is work real clean, and his comedic mind is genius, dog. It's genius. So Dave, Jerry Seinfeld, I would say Richard Pryor for sure. Even though he was kind of, I guess, before everybody all time. And then I would say, Richard Pryor. I get blank too, boy.
Yeah.
What other comedians did have?
Personally, we must start Martin Lawrence. Yeah, I don't know how to. It's just so much game on there. Top 5 is hard, bro.
Top 5 is very, very hard. I think I'll put Martin there because even just him hosting Def Jam alone.
Yeah, Martin changed the game.
genius.
And he coming back.
Yeah.
You know he coming back. He going on
I
top.
hope so.
No,
Nice.
he going on top.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, he going on top.
Very good. Who you dropping from your list? Drop somebody.
I'll drop Dion.
Bet. All right, drop somebody.
No
No
disrespect if you ever see this by a whim. I ain't dropping nobody from my list yet.
He dropped somebody.
Yeah,
I
but
dropped
I know
somebody.
it's hard.
I mean, no, but your list is
Bill.
really good though.
Maybe Bill.
Bill is so good though. But top 5 of all time, nah.
But top 5 of all time.
All right, we'll drop Bill. I have a space open. Martin Lawrence. I had to put back in
So,
Yeah.
so you have Richard Pryor, Dave
Dave
Chappelle,
Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Yeah, that's a great list.
It's a real racist
Yeah.
list too. A racist list.
I think you get there.
Let me bring it down to here right now. I don't even get all the top 5. Give me top 3. Top 3 comedians in Trinidad and Tobago.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I go stand
Let me
up.
go start up. Fine. Let me go start up. Let go. All right, fine. Take 5. Of all time.
Of all time.
You gotta get cancelled.
Sprung along.
Agreed.
Stand up comedy, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
That's pure stand up,
Yeah.
yeah? Sprung along. Right? That's 2.
2? Wow.
Yeah. Right?
I agree.
Stand up, Errol Fabian. Of all time, stand up,
Yeah.
Rachel Price. And I don't have any other. I don't have any other.
Interesting. You know, we
Yeah.
guessed as a comedian.
No, but
All right,
of
just making
all
sure.
time.
Yeah, right.
So I not good as all time. Wow.
This generation,
Yeah.
you're in my top 5, but
Yeah.
of all time, if we're top 10, you're pretty top 10.
You see what you say? You had a spot open.
You might say, I got too strong along, but you was too strong along.
I
refuse to put you.
of all
Yeah.
time.
have 2 spots open and Nicky Crosby. He put Nicky Crosby in this. No.
Come
Go
on,
ahead, go ahead.
You're lucky to listen already. Yeah. You're lucky to listen already.
Because my blind blank now. And I say,
blind.
I'm the oldest man here.
No.
Go ahead.
Tell me you say I mean it.
I love Nikki. Right.
Go true.
Sprangalang for sure. I think Sprangalang is the greatest comedian in the curve.
Sprangalang is good.
Go on YouTube right now and watch this man sets. I see this man handle crowd work already.
Yeah.
Flip. It was truly genius. Though.
He ran entire sets on the crowd work already. And he was also real intelligent. Like if you listen to him, it's real cultural. And historically focused on it.
Rest in peace, bro.
I remember I met Sprangalang one time I wanted to be a comedian. He was like, you want to be sad and poor, boy. I said, Jesus, I hope this one. So Sprangalang, Errol Fabian, Rachel Price, for sure Rachel Price. Nah, I'm playing it. I will put you up there, Keevan, for sure.
Okay.
I'll put Keevan there. And Kevin in my generation.
Interesting.
Kevin Sawyer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I gotta skip my list. So let's talk about this new generation because we keep talking about the
Yeah, well,
generation.
this new
Let's talk about
generation-
generation. Let me hear.
This generation, Kevin Sawyer.
That's your
Jovel.
number one.
Yeah, Kevin Sawyer, Jovel. Third would be, I will go with Kwame.
Okay.
Simi
Interesting.
Trini.
Could you just let me say interested?
And number 5, I would say Jerome Richardson.
Jerome Richardson.
Yeah.
Jerome is a sleeper, you know.
Yeah, let's talk about
is a
Jerome.
really good
Yeah.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it's cool. Let me hear.
Junior League.
Dylan.
No shout outs to those guys.
Yeah.
Wish them the best.
That's hilarious. I leave it all right there.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, stand-up comedy, Artable Junior League first.
Muruga.
Right.
Nobody has ever put me first. Like, fully Muruga with me. That's why.
Hashtag St. Mary.
Yeah, same way I see you.
For the mere fact, dog, that you ooze funniness, nobody. I remember there's a my show you hosted, dog. I give you a piece of paper to say, all right, these are the sponsorship requirements. You have to say, big up Trevor Edge. And the whole show, this man keeps saying, big up Trevor's Edge. And the man piss off the freaking order of the thing, dog, for the joke, dog.
Yeah.
And now Errol was there, Kevin was there. It had a real things to talk about on our show. All anybody's ever talk about is him saying that.
Trevor's Edge. Yeah.
I remember that show where I made crack jokes to Errol Fabian.
Wow.
I think I had him on the paddle.
Wow.
And I asked him about it. I said, I think you're comfortable. He said, no. I said, all right.
All right then.
I felt real bad after. Because those things aren't funny. And externalism.
And he have a roast coming up. Yeah, that roast.
Correct. I saw that.
Yeah, that roast.
But nah, for real, I would say after that, I would say Errol, because I consider him, new generation.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You, I think Kevin Sawyer, because the man just, he is unfair. His
Sharp.
writing is sharp and he can get away with a real thing people can't get away with. Then I would say Keevo. If Kwame kept at it, I would have probably edge him up because I think my style of comedy matches his.
Yeah.
But I would say you, because just the longevity of your career, you hit so much times. That's so crazy. Then I would put Kwame fourth, and then I'd put Simi fifth.
Okay.
And something, shut up. But what I want to say about Simi is, when comedy is not even the first thing that comes to my mind. How
Sexual things. Is it sexual things? Oh, this is Monday morning. Oh, no. Oh, no. Success. Work hard.
Her community, but she's gonna build in community.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that just come to mind, and that gonna make a good career.
Yeah.
All right.
As you're giving Keevo his flowers, I would like to give Keevo his flowers as well. Like, really and truly, like when we were looking at stand-up comedy, it had a huge gap between the Aero Fabians, the Sprang-Along to us still has a gap because Keevo is much more older than I
It's a problem. He's can't even
That's
come up the
right.
stairs until
Yeah.
am. Like when we
Right now my bedtime. Yeah, ready to sleep.
he's sleepy right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So, when I was coming into stand-up comedy, I was looking for inspiration. Keevo was the guy that was like, yeah, but somebody's doing it. And Keevo had a DVD.
Yeah.
Keevo, you have a special,
Yeah,
two specials out. And that's something that comedians now, I just get real mad about it. They don't look like Keevo took his money and did a special.
Correct.
He didn't wait for anybody to do anything for him.
Correct.
That is a major thing that I have implemented in my career is, if you want to call it a career, but I'm not waiting on anybody to give me anything.
Absolutely.
I came from poverty. Nobody never come and hand me money and say, hey, Javel, get a better life now. Like you had to get up every day and get it. Like nobody's gonna come and give you anything in a career. And that's something I could look at Keevo and be like, nobody give Keevo anything. Like Keevo literally put in the work. When everybody else was just chilling, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So we had to give Keevo real props for actually,
100%.
like any show that came to Trinidad at that point in time, Keevo was the only person you could have called. Because nobody else was that good. And then you realize that had Cream Rockwell fighting in the background a long while. Then John Best Mitchell. So me meeting Keevo, I get to meet everyone else. What Keevo did is what I do now. Like, you just use your social media and tie it back in to your stand-up comedy now. Like, it's a whole marketing.
Correct.
And even outside of the social media, something that a lot of people don't know about you is you use your network outside of social media, your personal network. You have the camera in your hand, you're shooting for Shal, all of these things, and that is how you get those forwards. Talk about that.
This is where comedy comes in. I was like, I see you went so and so, but you ain't carry me no way. You're like, boy, you ain't believe the man I carry this a weird man. So he's like, I'll call you. When people tell me they'll call me in them kind of conversation, I just think it's nonsense.
Yeah, don't call. Yeah.
I just tell people I'll call them.
Oh, yes, it does.
So
I even trust you to come here today.
He actually did call and he carried me St. Lucia with him, and after that we went to a couple islands and I was shooting Charles content for his Instagram and I did 2 of his music videos. Hot Girl Soca and Burn Up. I did those things here. And I used to, I was an intern for Marshall movie Basudi, a production assistant, and a production assistant for Bosshead when he and Bungie. That's a I met Bungie. And Bungie and I cool now, and funny enough, Marshall and I don't know if we cool. I have his number.
Same.
He's giving me I played. We have Marshall and I
as I bring up that, I remember after your show, I know we need to wrap up now. After your show, I know Marshall came through. And at that time, I had just done some stuff with him. And we were talking after the show. And to hear how Marshall Montano, right, probably the biggest thing out of Trinidad and Tobago ever, right, biggest ambassador for our culture, he spoke about you in such curiosity and such amazement. And I was so happy to sit down. And it wasn't in front of the crowd. We was on the cross buying a gyro or something. And he was...
Marshall is not gyro. That's better gyro.
No, I was buying a gyro.
Okay.
He was stand up. We were buying somebody. Cross, his wife was buying something. Don't try to get me in trouble, dog.
Yeah, Marshall. I know. I can't see myself eating on the
He didn't buy anything. Yeah.
that show's actually a bittersweet thing for me, like, and it reminded me that no level of fame, money, or glory can bring you happiness. Because when the curtains were coming down at that show, my mother collapsed and ended up in the hospital. So I didn't have a moment to celebrate that show. And in a second, everything just went away. And the most important thing to me at that moment was my mom. So like now I'm in a place where it's like, yeah, people like my videos. Yeah, I just get bookings. Yeah. But in the grand scheme of life, I am happy being me. I am truly happy and living in bliss, just being myself. That is why I know I just curse, I just go out and party, and I am that. I will never hide who I am from anything, because like all these superficial things, really and truly, when I reach 60 years, not going to matter to me.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like as soon as I reach 40, I go and have a different view on life.
Yeah.
So I don't I just tell my family and my close friends because they ask like, "Oh, you doing all them things, right?"
Right.
It's like, yo, it not real to me, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate the support. I'm so thankful for the support. Like, nobody have to support me. Nobody
Yeah.
have to, and they just do it, and I'm real thankful for that. But in reality, like, it's not real now, because today you can be up and tomorrow you're down.
Correct.
Like, it's a fluctuating thing. What's real to me is the people around me.
Yeah.
My mom being happy. My cousins and them could come online with me.
Correct.
Like, if I have a girlfriend, like, I'm treating her well.
Right.
Like, that is what really, that is life. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I can hold on to memories. Like, I remember somebody was booking me a time and something to tell me, and I was just like, you know what will matter more to me? If in 20 years, I could still have a relationship with you. Like, it
Yeah.
could still be cool.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I remember you used to book me, and yeah, you helped me buy my house.
Correct.
But I just invite you over to my house to have a drink or to line with my family. And those are the things that matter to me. The fact that I can call Keevan and ask him for real estate advice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those things are real and it's genuine. And you know what I mean? When the lights come off and the curtain go down and in the back, like, your relationships matter the most. Like, when you get older, you can be a really lonely guy.
Yeah.
You know?
That's that.
Well, one thing I want to say in terms of just hearing you speak and just seeing you live out one of your dreams, I think from my research, one of the highest forms of vibration is authenticity. They say it's not love, it's authenticity. And when you're authentic, your authenticity always takes care of you. So you living in authenticity is an amazing thing to see, because I myself could feel it, and I myself have experienced it. So this is a message to everybody.
Yeah.
Living authentically and always being yourself, whether you are in the podcast room, at a party, at home, is where you truly find happiness, because happiness is a pursuit.
Yeah.
But it always is better when you're authentic all the time. You don't have to put on a character. This is not Junior Lee, a character. This is the man who he is all the time. That's what I love about him now. He's always authentic. You know, so that's a great thing to do. And before we close, if you have another question, but I want to ask him, just to give anybody who wants to be a Junior Lee in the future or their own self, what's one thing they should do for them to be able to succeed?
Have courage. Go down and audition for Stitches.
Yeah.
Get Sonny Bling, check and see how much money he's making.
Yeah.
And then be like, hey, this is a career. Dad, you know, they mix up my payment and Sonny Bling payment. The first show. My first ever big show with Keevan.
Yeah.
They mix up our payment and I was like, hey, this is what going on up here.
Inspiration.
I was like, I am going to work. So get my check and hopefully it surprises like how Sonny Bling check surprised me.
Correct, that's right.
You have a career there, boy.
Yeah.
Bro, I just want to say, I so happy you spoke about what you ended with, about what really matters. Weirdly enough, I always wondered why you were, as you were saying, so authentic all the time. I feel like when I talk to you, I don't talk. Every time I talk to somebody I think funnier than me or somebody I think is a better performer than me, I just be on guard. I was like, all right, how can I win? And with you, obviously, it's fun to joke around with you, but every time we talk, you literally always bring me back to, we're just talking. Everything is always bringing down to, I Junior Lee. And I'm very happy I get to put the nail of it, and Trinidad and Tobago get to put the nail on it, because that's something I think should not be left unsaid. At the end of the day, all that matters is what truly matters.
Shout out to my grandmother, because my grandmother is a lady who's going to church every Sunday, bro. And she'll cuss you out in a minute.
Yeah.
so I like see growing up, seeing like, yo, this lady is her. Like, she don't switch.
Yeah.
And I implement that in my life. I am me, and I'll always be me, and I love me.
I am happy we have you. Trinidad and Tobago is happy. The world is happy. And we will continue trying to do everything in our ability to make sure you go where you have to go. And I want you to know that, and hopefully you all could reflect it in the comments too, that you are not alone on this journey. We see where you have to go, and we will do what it takes to help you get there.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, all right. Monday morning, boy. Junior Lee Kyle, Kivo,
Yeah,
and
it's
of
nice
course,
meeting
the
you,
man
man.
behind the scenes,
Thank you,
Michael.
Michael.
Thank you very much. Respect.
I was joking about it.
I know. I am aware.